Shut up and sit down.
So happy New Year, people. Woke up this morning, turned the van on, and the catalytic converter, which should be in here somewhere, is missing. Thank you, you piece of shit, for stealing my catalytic converter. It's been happening a lot in this area, or just in Houston in general. Well, unfortunately, that's a $500 replacement, plus getting the metal plate that goes over it. But yeah, let me go back under here. Another housekeeping note, starting the new year off right. So yeah, so it's missing right there. And I have an alarm system, but it's for like motion sensor on the windows, so it doesn't really do anything underneath. But I can replace it, and then I can get a metal plate that goes over it, which looks like there was something there similar. Yeah, van is pretty loud. So thankfully I'm not traveling for 2 weeks, so I can get it fixed. And today I was supposed to put the roof rack on, but it's kind of cloudy. But I think I'll still work on that. At least if someone tries to steal the roof rack, then they'll set off the alarm. But I think it happened at 9 a.m. yesterday morning because the alarm went off. But I don't know. They work pretty quickly. So now I have to find somewhere else to store my van when I'm not traveling. A lot of people moved out already. A lot of people's cars have been broken into just in this entire area, even the fancy houses, because I live in like a fancy area. So there you go. That's a Happy New Year to everybody. So since the police didn't bother showing up yesterday, I now have to go downtown to the main police station and file a police report about the missing catalytic converter. Of course, you know, if they had done their job and showed up or patrolled or whatever they're supposed to do that we pay taxes for, then this wouldn't empower the villains to steal our stuff. Because, you know, it's like, that's $500 at least just to replace the catalytic converter, not including any other damage they may have done, or the Ubers you have to take to get around, or, you know, like the installation by a mechanic, the days off work, you know, having to take time out of your day to go pick up your car, drop it off. You know, it's just like exponential just because somebody wants to steal a little piece of minerals and sell it. And it's not just the villains, it's the people that actually want to buy this stuff. Like that's just as much to blame. The industry that's created around, you know, catalytic converters, that's just as bad as the people that are doing the crimes. So no one's cracking down on it. No, apparently the police yesterday were like, oh, sorry, people are shooting each other and stabbing each other. Yes, that's Houston. That happens. We can't, you know, we can't be bothered to come out and deal with your theft. Okay, but it happens every single day in my entire area, and I live in kind of a nice area. So, you know, the police just can't be bothered. And unfortunately, I have to have HPD, Houston Police Department, instead of Bel Air Police Department. Even though I live in a Bel Air school district, I don't get to have the Bel Air Police, which I'm sure they would do a better job than HPD. So now I've got to go out of my way, you know, downtown to go deal with this in the downtown police station, which is not the most, you know, forgiving place. They're actually, you know, they just don't want to deal with it. They're like, oh, sorry, we've got too much crime. Okay, but you're supposed to be law enforcement. Where is the enforcement of the law? Instead of just letting criminals get away with it, you empower them with anything. And it's just everything. The court system here, the same thing. They don't do anything to protect kids. They don't do anything to protect domestic violence. Nothing. No, sorry, it happens so often, we just can't be bothered anymore. Great. So, I mean, I can, you know, fix the issue, the material issue, yes. But, you know, I'm trying to, like, help others not have to go through it. Some people aren't as fortunate. You know, some people don't have comprehensive insurance. Some people don't have the means to, you know, take care of this, or maybe they don't have the means to work from home where they can, you know, drop the car off and take an Uber home and just wait for it. No, some people actually need their vehicles to actually do their job, like deliveries. What if you're like a DoorDash person and someone steals your catalytic converter? You can't work, and you have to work to pay for the damage. But no, you miss days of work. So, I mean, I saw videos online, and yeah, I'm disappearing there. I saw videos online where it's like school districts, you know, people are targeting school buses and school districts and travel vans for like students, and it's just ridiculous. Like, again, whoever is out there buying this, whoever has the demand for whatever is in a freaking catalytic converter, you are just as much of the problem and as much of the crime as the people that are chopping these things off. And now every time someone comes into the complex, I'm just like, oh, you know, who's this person and why are they driving around, you know, with their head out the window looking for stuff? So it's very unnerving, and it's very unfair that we have to, you know, deal with this. So it's just a headache. And, you know, thankfully I have another car, but not everybody has two vehicles. So, you know, if they did it on this vehicle, I could drive the van. If they did it on the van, I can drive this vehicle. But some people don't have that luxury. So I'm fortunate. I appreciate that I'm fortunate. I've worked very hard to be fortunate and, you know, create the situation that I'm in. But also it means that, you know, the more stuff you have, the more of a target you are. And I would just really appreciate the police actually doing their job so that we can, you know, sleep a little better at night and not have to, you know, worry so much. So I don't know what these people are doing. This is downtown where everything's one way, and for some reason people make left turns from the second lane instead of from the first lane. So that's the other thing. I really don't want to be downtown today. I think there's like a basketball game or something going on. Always something. So anyway, so that's my rant. So like I said, I'm very fortunate. Let's put this up here. Very fortunate that I can fix my situation. I would rather be doing something else today, and I would rather have had the police do their job by showing up yesterday, so I wouldn't have to waste all this time to come down here. And I'm not entirely sure I'm supposed to go. This is a different police station that I went to before. Okay, so I gotta find it now. All right. Okay, I have to say this is the hardest police station to ever find. It's like literally this little door, and I got sent over here to this parking garage. So it's freezing cold outside, and I'm gonna see if hopefully they can help me. Okay, that got taken care of. So the last time I was here was during Hurricane Harvey in 2017, and they had something like 9,000 people in the convention center soaking wet, like all their homes had flooded or been deliberately flooded by the Army Corps of Engineers. So I remember coming in this exit here and just going into just rooms and rooms of people on cots and like piles and piles of clothing. I mean, they even had a pet room. I think it was like five rooms or something of people. Okay, so I've got good news and good news. So first of all, the world's dumbest criminal. I don't know why you would take the muffler, which is what he took right here. I guess he was trying to get over to the catalytic converter, but the alarm went off. And it looks like the cat is still there, which is good. And it looks like it's super hard to get the bolts off. So I'm gonna get a shield put on, so that's protected. I'm gonna get the muffler replaced, or just put a piece of tubing there and get that reinforced. Okay, apologies to all my neighbors that I'm waking up right now at 4:30 in the afternoon. It is so loud. Anyway, it smells horrible. Okay, I'm gonna drive 15 minutes to the Nissan dealer, drop my van off, and I've been approved for insurance, so they're gonna fix it. And then I now have to find a cat shield. So this is horrible. No credence, my baby. It's so loud. It is so loud. It's horrible. Oh my God. And this is with an insulated van with all the windows and vent closed, so I don't breathe in the fumes. Oh my God, this is horrible. Oh my God, it's so loud. Stop. Oh my God, people are waving at me on the freeway right now. Yes, I know my car is humongous loud. I'm sorry. Okay, so I have to go over to the collision center, and they even have a Geico section. Look at that car. Oh no. All right. And the guy that was at the service center, he's like, "Oh, did you get your catalytic converter stolen?" I'm like, yes, I did. How do you know? Because it's horrible. So many cars got hit here. All right, let me figure out where I gotta go here. Okay, so there she is, and hopefully she'll fit in the bay over there. And yeah, so just gonna take an Uber home and hope for the best. Hope that no one breaks into her. I probably shouldn't have put the roof rack on before coming here, but I think it'll fit. It should fit. It's pretty high in there. And they said the only place would be like the paint booth, but they're not going to put the whole van in. They're just going to basically put the front end and paint the bumper when they put the bumper on. So these guys are pretty good. So yeah, fingers crossed. There's a lot of collisions. It's Houston. Every day it's like Crash Thursday. So, all right. Well, there we go. Bye-bye, Prudence. I'm going to miss you. I'm going to go into the sunset on an Uber. Bye, my dear. Take care. Good morning. It's super early. And I am driving to the car dealer that is fixing my van. So I'm going to Nissan right now. And because Nissan is fixing my van, they're putting the fancy catalytic converter in, which means it's probably going to be a target to get stolen again. So right after I get the van, I'm going to leave the car at the dealership. I'm going to go pick up the van, pick up Prudence, go to this guy that's like 30 minutes away, and he is like, his company does a bunch of like truck stuff, like transmission and all that, but he can put a cat cage around both of them, and this is a very reinforced kind of cage thing that they sell online. It's funny that it's not more popular to be available. Like, it's really hard to find someone to do this. You think, like, because this happens all the time, that they would have tons of people profiting off putting cat cages on, but maybe they're, I don't know, maybe the market is for the precious metals in the catalytic converter, and they don't care if you have to keep replacing it. Anyway, so I'm going to go up there and get the cat cages put on. Hopefully they'll fit and they'll be okay to put on. He can do that. It requires removing everything that Nissan just did and then putting the cat cages on and putting the catalytic converters back on. So hopefully that'll work. And then I'll do that, and then I will go to this place that's quite far from my home, but it's on the way to the places I travel to. So it's probably about an hour from my house, and I will go put Prudence in secure storage at an RV place, and basically keep her there when I'm not traveling. And then when I do travel, I'll just drive the SUV to the storage place, swap out the car for the van, leave the car in the storage, which is good. I don't have to leave the car at the apartment anymore when I'm not there. And then basically go on my merry way, and then come back and drop the van off. The really good thing is that I can leave Prudence plugged in since it's RV storage. So they're doing me a really great deal, this really great family-owned storage place. And like I said, it's quite far from Houston. It's about an hour out of town, but that's fine because I don't want to leave her. I don't want to leave her at the apartment until, you know, the community gets there, you know, gets it sorted out with all the crime. And it's not just, I mean, I live in a fancy area, so it's not indicative of the home that I live in. It's not like a bad area, it's a nice area, and even if it was a bad area, the police still need to do their job. So I don't know. Like, anyway, I'm not getting political, but if anyone wants to get rid of the police, just know that you're causing thousands and thousands of dollars of damage to the community. That, you know, in a post-pandemic world, you know, a lot of people coming out of unemployment, a lot of people coming out of a year of not working, and then they're hit with, like, you know, a stolen truck, or they're hit with a stolen catalytic converter, and it's not cheap to replace. I have insurance. I'm fortunate, but some people during the pandemic couldn't even afford insurance. And so, you know, I'm not getting political, but if you want to get rid of the police, just know that maybe you should be paying for this today. Because I don't want to be paying for this. I don't want to be paying for any of this. Anyway, but it's necessary, you know, in the long term. And I'm done building Prudence minus solar, so this is just kind of security measures. So I'm not really too bothered. anyway, so I'm going to put the cat cages on. They go around the catalytic converters, and then I will go take it to the storage place. So I work later hours. I work California hours. So I work for a California company. So it gives me a little bit of time in the morning to go to the gym or deal with this kind of stuff. So, but again, if you want to get rid of like security in your town, then just be prepared to pay for it like another way. Like, I don't want to pay taxes for police. Okay, but you're paying thousands of dollars for your stolen truck. So, you know, it's like, do the math. Oh my God, what a week. Okay, well, these people have been so helpful. I'm so grateful to everybody. I will get rid of my small storage unit. I don't need that anymore because that was just used for the build. So I'm going to clean that out tomorrow, get rid of everything that's in there. I think it's just scrap wood and stuff. And then basically close that out and then just use the RV storage place. It's like a boat storage, it's like car storage. So it's family owned, really great. They're doing me a solid and I really appreciate it. So yeah, so let's go get Prudence. Oh, there's my baby. There's my baby. I missed her so much. Oh, she looks great. Oh, she looks so good. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Is this going to sound like a Harley snorting jello on a freight train in a wind tunnel? Or is it going to sound like Prudence? Let's see. Oh, she sounds so delicate. Oh my God. And of course it is the fancy catalytic converter. So yeah, I'm going to have to go get this protected. All right, I'm going to call the other guy now and go drive up there. And then hopefully he can get it done in the next couple hours and then take it to the storage place and then I'm done. So there we go. So I'm heading to Specialized Truck and Auto and they're going to hopefully put a cat cage. Now I don't know if this makes me a pet parent if I have to take care of my cats. And I have 2 of them, so that just doubles the price. But yeah, so it should be over here. Here it is, right here. Okay, so we're here. So hopefully they can help me out.
One of the cats, right?
Yeah,
But they just took the rear ones because the front ones are attached to the manifolds. So, and they're like the front ones would be almost impossible to get. So
right.
We're wrapping those ones, and you want them around the cross members so they can't get them out, right? Okay.
One on each side.
Yes, sir.
So here's the parts here. See, that's the cable.
I'll get you a picture of it done also.
Oh yeah, he'll take a picture of it for you.
Awesome. And they come in different, like 3 inches, 2 inches, 2.5 inches.
Yeah, there's different, like we won't use all of this for yours because it.
Yeah, there's different inserts.
There's different inserts for
yeah,
like this will fit a truck that has a big exhaust, a small exhaust.
Yeah.
So. Okay. So this kind of slides like this.
Okay.
So when you put the cable through and then you clamp these down, it cranks that cable right there. It locks that cable in right there.
That's awesome.
You want to see if that's which one fits?
Yeah.
And then if the pipe's smaller or bigger, then there's different size of these slots. See, like here's for a bigger one here. See?
Okay.
Oh, man, I'm not gonna stay out here too much longer. I'm getting cold.
I know it's like 41 degrees today.
I'd go a little bigger. What's the next bigger size?
What is that? 2?
2 inch?
That's 2 or that's? I got 2.5. We got everything.
Let me try the 2.5. And I think the 2 will work on the other side, but they welded right where the clamp needs to go. So I think 2.5 and this
Just
one.
have to go back a little further.
So how long does it take to put one of these in approximately?
It depends on the vehicle, really, and how smooth everything goes. But usually they're not too bad on the install.
And you don't even need a lift really, you just need a good jack to get this up off the ground.
Yeah, I'll usually do the big trucks on the ground, but mostly because they have a little more ground clearance.
How long of the cable do they give you in the package?
I want to say it's like a little over 20 feet.
Okay. You just keep wrapping it around until you use it.
Yeah, you just intertwine through the holes, and so what happens is ultimately your biggest cost of replacement is the cat. So if they try to cut this out again, then they may be able to cut somewhere, but because it's attached to the frame, they will not be able to get it out.
Right.
So then you're just out a cost of just having it welded back on, which is nowhere near as bad as replacing the cats, because catalytic converters are ridiculously expensive.
It's ridiculously expensive.
Yeah. And when you're in California, they have 51 state legal cats and they have 50 state legal cats.
Oh, that's right, because of the emissions and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So you can't run the same catalytic converter as you can run down here up there. You have to buy a California specific one. So I can't really go past that, or the cable expanse will be far too big and they'll be able just to go through it.
Right.
I mean, even here there's open areas, but this stainless cable is nearly impossible to cut with a saw. So,
So you wrapped it a couple times, so that's fine. I think, so then you would just cut off the
yeah,
excess.
they will not be able to get it off the frame. And then if they try to cut, they can go in or between, but they won't be able to get it out.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay, that was
And then
pretty
I'm just
secure.
going to use this pry bar. I'm going to pull everything straight, and then the cables will tighten up. And then there's a tie that goes on there that pulls them closer to the cat.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Until I come back in 3 weeks when it's stolen again. I mean, it's not a reflection of your service. I'm just saying.
Like I said, though, I mean,
they'll figure out a way.
yeah, unfortunately, the other thing about people who live here is the creativity is off the charts for doing illegal things.
I want to watch this. I got to learn something. Alright, that was a fun morning. So now I'm at the undisclosed location, which I'm not going to show you. And this is where I'll be storing Prudence when I'm not using her. And then I'll pick her up on the way to my travels. So this may actually be more convenient. And then I can just run out here with my car and, you know, work on her if I need to. And I basically have an entire garage that's mine. And it's my own place. So now she's got her own apartment. So happy. Alright, let's see if I can get in. So thankful to these people. They've been super helpful. The guys that put the cat shield on was super helpful, and Nissan was awesome. So it's been a hectic week, but good people are in the world. So thank you, everyone. So here we are, Prudence's new home.